Good evening, Spiritual Collective. Let's get started. Universe, Spirit, guides, guardians, gods, goddesses, angels, demons, spirits above, below, and in between. What messages do you have on this night? For our highest good. Praise to God. So much. Amen. Oh, shit. Okay. A lot. Okay, and there was a really strong emphasis towards what felt like a whole bunch of cards falling on this side, but it's just one, and it's the Empress. No wonders. It almost felt like a whole bunch of cards were falling here at one time. Like, it just felt like there was a lot of presence here. This is the Empress. You are the Empress. This is in your lap, okay? This is very direct energy. So you're sitting in this energy of the Empress. Very abundant, very full of growth, very vibrant, very fertile. You're just really in this time of beautiful growth. Fertility, creativity, abundance. You have a lot. You have a lot, okay? There's also a beauty here. It's very wonderful. Okay, we have two cards, both face down in my lap. We have the World and the Moon. These are indirect kind of, I mean, they're your energies. They're very close to you. But they're kind of like in the background, but not, well, we'll get into it. Okay. This is the Moon and the World together. Ah. You got major arcana. I see another one down here as well. So these are it's a very strong time for you. It's a very energetic time where things are really happening. There's like a major pull here. Okay, we'll get more into it. But anyway, so the World and the Moon. Okay, obviously we get with the cycles, with the World card. But I'm also getting with the Moon here, there's this like, here we go. This dreamy illusion, this allure. Okay, there's this allure here. There's this pondering. Yes, there is illusion. There's a lot of symbolism as well. There's a lot of symbolism that you're catching. A lot of subconscious dream time. Dreams could be very potent at this time. I know mine have been very vivid, which was interesting because if you came out from like we had a few readings ago that we were kind of restless, and you may have had some restless nights, but now that you're able to sleep, when you do sleep, these dreams are going to be very vivid, very symbolic, very potent, okay? I'm also getting that there's obviously a lot of communication coming in through these dreams, but also the collective consciousness, it being the World card, right? So it's an intuitive time, but you could also be picking up on a lot of confusion as well with this illusion energy kind of attached to the Moon card, with the collective consciousness, and with all this energy from the collective here in the world that you're picking up on in your surroundings, okay? It can be kind of confusing, and that can add to this illusion here. So there is some good, and there is some like really hazy. There's a lot of decoding, I feel, as well. You know, pay attention to your dreams. And pay attention to, like, the symbolism that you're seeing here. That's very important. But be aware that you can get overwhelmed with your intuition when it comes to the collective consciousness and everything that's being put out, okay? Alright. But yeah, you still have this wonderful time of growth. These two together, face down, okay? Okay. The other face up card that I had at my feet here, we have the Hierophant. Okay, this was upright, so this is direct. It's a little further away, but it's still really, it's a direct energy. So maybe feeling it more. So yeah, again, you're going to be feeling a lot of this. It's a really spiritual time for you. Okay, and there may be some orthodoxy around you. There may be some hierarchy around you. But I also feel like you're very knowledgeable in the spiritual realm. So you have a rank there as well. Again, with the horns and the crown, the halo, this connection that you have, right? There's definitely a connection here, spiritual connection. Okay, so the two cards on either side of the Hierophant that are face down, one of them sideways, the sideways one is the Six of Swords. If it's sideways, okay. So there's movement here to this not Six of Swords, I'm sorry, Six of Wands. Sorry, Six of Wands. This was to my left of the Hierophant, and to the right, we have the Nine of Swords, also like kind of sideways, kind of upside down. It's kind of upside down, kind of so. So there's movement here, but mostly upside. So I feel like you're coming out of this Nine of Swords energy, but it still could be in play here. So it still could pop up. And then, okay, so we have like this. But these were face down. So these are kind of in the background a little bit. More so than the Hierophant. The Hierophant is really a lot of major arcana out here. But again, the Six of Wands, okay, and the Nine, okay, coming out of the Nine of Swords, something to have to do with your success, feeling not successful, feeling like your success is in play here, depending on your emotions here. And this Hierophant, because they're directly on either side of the Hierophant. Interesting. Okay. I just want to get a better look at these cards. I gotta lay them down to where I can see them now. Empress being the most important energy in play here. Because even with just one card, it had the weight of a pile of cards. Okay, it just felt like it kept dropping and it was only one card. So there's a lot to say about that. Okay? A lot of spiritual energy in this reading. I feel like, yeah, there is going to be I feel like you're moving into a time now where you can possibly get more rest, where you can connect more. But I feel like this confusion does have this Six of Wands in play. You could be successful or you feel unsuccessful depending on the day and how things are going. And also too, with this hierarchy around you, maybe the way things are done is making you feel like you can't be successful the way that you would like to be successful. I'm getting something about that, like the rules, the way things are set up. Yeah, the way things are set up, the rules, the system it kind of has that feel like it's set up against, not that it's specifically set up against you, but that it makes things harder because you really have this Empress energy. But really tap into this, because this can really help you get out of this. Remember, this is further away energy. Further away energy with the movement of success, and then the Nine of Swords here. Yeah, the world and the moon. Okay. Okay. Really an emphasis on dreams here, on symbolism. I know I already said that, but it's coming out. I'm really feeling it. Okay. Okay, what's with the... Lust. Okay, I was gonna say, like, what's with the success and the confusion? Lust. Okay, could be your lust for life. It could also be that there's some lusty energy around you. We're gonna get more into, oh, conclusion. Here we have another kind of feel to the world card here of another chapter coming to close and another one beginning. A cycle here. Again, I often get this with this deck or this card, a writer or a project that needs to be completed. And the success could have something to do with that. Okay, alright, okay. What's with the success? The completion of your projects, the lust that you have for your projects, possibly. This fell out before the conclusion card. And maybe for some of you, it's the conclusion or a changing of a relationship that was pretty lusty or passionate. So take what resonates with you, obviously. We had the moon card, and we have the moon cycles, the cycles, right? These cycles that you go through. Again, also getting with the world, another cycle. So cycles are important, but the moon is also very important here. Your connection to the moon and the phases of the moon. You might want to do some moon magic here. Might want to charge some water in the moon. You might want to use this in things that you make. This could help you with dreaming or understanding your dreams more with that intent, okay? There's something about here, yeah, just definitely getting the nighttime and dreaming, obviously with the moon, but it's really potent here. And cycles. Fulfillment falling on, oh, interesting, fulfillment falling on the cycles card, the Six of Wands card, and the Hierophant. Okay. Makes a little bit more sense now. Okay. Alright. Okay. So this falling on that face up. Okay. So your fulfillment has cycles. Your feelings of fulfillment with this Six of Wands coming into movement here, coming into play here. And the Hierophant here. So yeah, it's very tied to your feelings of fulfillment, your feelings of success. Yeah, tied to whatever you're doing. This project could be a relationship, but you know, I feel like with us too, it could also be a project or something that you're devoted to. Again, with this lust card, I'm also getting passion. Because sometimes that translates to passion now, which is good because it's always good to the lust card. But anyway, so that makes much more sense. It's your feeling of fulfillment that has these cycles, and it's really based around how in control you feel. Do you feel in control, or do you feel something else is in control? Do you feel a system is in control? The way things are, the way things are set up, the algorithm, your life, the way you have to live, playing into your feelings of fulfillment. Sometimes you feel very fulfilled, you feel very successful, and there are other times when you don't. It makes sense. But then you have this Nine of Swords here in the reverse. I think you're coming out of this negative, worrying mindset and this lack of sleep. That's going away. I mean, it still could pop up from time to time, but the strength of it is dissipating. But yeah, it is very cyclical. It's how you feel about your success. And sometimes the Nine of Swords pops in, but not as strong as it used to be. Again, watching your thoughts are very important. Okay, the High Priestess of Air, watching your thoughts. The High Priestess of Air, intellect, thoughts, all that. Okay, also communication. Also getting with this World card here. Communications to the other side, but also communications, like you could work in some kind of communications, okay? Whether that be technological communication, you're on the internet, you're writing, and even if you're writing, you kind of have to be on the internet too to promote stuff. So, I mean, it's a lot. Ideas. Yeah, again, with ideas. So you're going to be getting a lot of strong ideas, a lot of mental energy coming in here as well with this passionate energy. I feel if you just pick things up, and I know a lot of us have been picking things up and we're doing a good job, but I also feel that you need to pay attention to when you're feeling yourself slipping, or when you're feeling yourself kind of getting in this negative mindset, which affects, like, attacks as well, to your creativity, attaches to and attacks your creativity when you get in this negative mindset. I feel like you really need to make it a permanent, like you really need to make it a solid goal to really go after things that you put down. For some of you, you are picking up things that you put down, but there's maybe something that you are intimidated by that you're not picking up. For whatever reason, you're not picking it up. You have a lot of other things that you're doing, which are creative, but there's maybe this one thing. I don't know. There's something there. Movement, yeah. You need to get moving on it. You need to get it moving. Well, we're always getting told this, don't we? When it comes to our creative pursuits, yeah, we know. There's a lot of movement here. Things just need to get moving. Even if you take it one step at a time, just some movement on it is going to be very helpful. Cycles of movement. Moving it on it, moving, really doing a bit, and then stopping altogether. And then picking it back up again. Something there about that. But you need to keep steady movement. You got to keep steady movement forward. The horse moving forward. Oath, yeah, it's very important. It's something that you hold dear, that you need to keep this oath to yourself to pursue what you are passionate about. Self-worth. It affects your self-worth. When you stick to this and you're honest with what you want to do and how you want to live your life, and you keep going forward in this, your self-worth is going to go up. Not that it isn't, that it's, but it has been affected. And I feel like if you really put your mind to it and really stuck with something and pushed it through, past the feelings of discomfort and past the feelings of intimidation, and that you'd really, your self-worth is going to really be expanded and grow through that. It's going to be really wonderful. The Six of Wands and the self-worth card as well are attached. Okay? Okay. So I got a reminder card coming in the reverse that fell on the Lust card and the Cycle card, but mostly on the Lust card. Let's see. Don't forget. Don't forget your passion. There's a reminder, but in the reverse, like you give up on yourself. Giving up on yourself. Giving up on the things that you, because you have other obligations, which is very understandable. Trust me, we all have other obligations, but you do need to be a little bit more steadfast in the way that you approach things, and not to try to be like, you can start small, but just be more steady, because every time you let let it go for a while, for a long enough time, it starts to erode your self-worth a little bit and your confidence in this Six of Wands and the possibility for success, because it's pushing it down the road. If you want to see success and movement on this thing, you have to be more steady. Maybe you should make an oath to yourself. Maybe you should make it more concrete. Maybe you should put it in writing just to yourself, like a promise to yourself. Maybe that would make it more, maybe make a ritual out of it. A pact with yourself. I don't know. Or with the spirit, or whatever you want to do, right? Maybe that would make it feel more meaningful, and you would feel more obligated to really continue on doing and following. Success. That fell on the oath card. The success card. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you'll feel more success if you keep going with it. If you keep this hold on. If you keep this oath to yourself, you're going to be successful. It's a fact, yeah, you're successful. That came up. Sorry. That came up upright. So, you will be successful if you keep going and being steadfast. But you do have to realize that there are things, and it's not really your fault. It's the way people are. It's the way we've developed over time, right? And what we prioritize and what our subconscious prioritizes and what threatens that, even if it isn't really life-threatening. There's discomfort around it, and so you tend to fall back on something that's more comforting, right? But as long as you're moving forward, don't not do something that you love and that's creative. Don't not do it. You may be putting other elements of that on the shelf for now, but you're telling yourself, you got to make this oath, you got to make this promise to yourself that you don't forget yourself and that you don't give up on yourself. That's what I'm getting. It says feeling like, yeah, there's an element of giving up on your dreams and stuff. Which, you know, it happens, and I understand, but you need to keep going. You need to pursue it as far as you can, okay? Past the level of comfort. There's something there. Once you hit like a certain, then you just kind of stop. Something might come up too, like things happen, and then you get derailed. So, you know, again with that, focus, yeah. Focus. Yeah, you need to focus. Focus, concentration, moving towards what you are passionate about, that creative spark, because you are highly, highly creative. This has the most weight of the cards in the initial reading. It had the most weight. It was like, oh, you're picking that up first. That is the most important card. So, you have it. Oh, you have it all right. You are growth itself. You are fertility itself. Creativity. You got this connection. You just need to focus it and stick to it. And it may be that you're working on many different things. A lot of us have different things that we're working on from time to time. But I do feel like there's one thing that really gets pushed to the sidelines, maybe more than the others. There's something there. But either way, so you might need to journal on it. Again, a lot of the times I also get with this is writing a journal as well. To really keep track of when you do this, okay? It's very important. Just focus and don't give up on yourself. Keep moving forward. All very important. All very important. Okay, but you have like this dreamy element here to your... to this whole thing, right? This connection, this again with there's also confusion as well, but let's get a little bit more clarity. Awareness. A little bit more awareness of your cycles and what you're doing, okay? It's important. Awareness of where you want to go, what you want to achieve, how you're letting yourself down, what habits could you replace and make better choices. Could you ease it in? Could you like ease? Changes don't have to be abrupt. They can be eased in as well. Spending less time doing something and then doing more something else, or doing something while you're doing this other thing. Again, everybody's like experience is different. So again, you're gonna know more about it when you're dissecting it for your personal experience, okay? But yeah, some awareness is very important. Contemplation, self-reflection, going deep within. Acceptance. These two follow together. Acceptance and light. Let's add some movement to it. So, at the lighthouse in the back, and maybe you're not. Again, it was kind of upside down, kind of in play. Maybe you're not paying attention to something that could really be helpful and give you more direction. Again, with this confusion that was a little bit, that's in here a little bit. If you just turned and looked, you would see this lighthouse helping direct your way. Of course, that's for ships, and you're a mermaid, but I feel like there's something there with this lighthouse that you need to turn around and look at, well, you know, in the picture. But so there is some direction that you could be taking advantage of, but you maybe are not seeing it. Again, this could be the focus that you need to. Accepting who you are. This was with light. Accepting help, accepting guidance, accepting guidance. Maybe there is some guidance that you're not really really bringing into your experience. Accepting help. Maybe you need to look at things. Maybe there's some videos online you need to look at that will help you with whatever problem, or teach you something, or maybe there's something you need to learn more about to help you with whatever you're confused about, or feeling, okay, oh, this card wants to play in with this card. Acceptance and awareness as well. Acceptance wants to feed into the awareness card right now with the imagery. Okay. Hold on. I'm feeling the cards here. But yeah, once you really accept your everything about you, your strength and your flaws and how you hold yourself back, leading to this awareness, you're really going to be able to shine. You're really going to be more comfortable. I feel like acceptance and awareness here will really help guide you. Again, with self-reflection, you just need to do that. And it's coming in. It's coming in. I feel like you're not afraid of this. You just need to really sit down and do it. And I know we get this a lot. And I know life happens a lot and we can't always. But just try to bring it into your life a little more. And really around what you're doing that's holding you back from whatever it is. Whatever it is that it could be a creative project, could be something else that's important to you, but there's something there that you need to look at. Discernment. I said there's something else you need to look at, and then I pulled discernment, and she's looking into, like, she could be like really looking into this. Looks like she's in a shell, and there's like a reflection. Again, with the self-reflection, looking into the shell, something you need to see. You also need to discern the energies around you, the people around you. Again, that could also, the habits that you're engaged in, the things that you're doing. Knowing what will help you and what will steer you away. It's all very important. Okay. Nah. Contemplation. There's been a lack of contemplation. Not saying that you don't contemplate. I know you do. But the level of contemplation that you need to do is just a little bit more. Again, really sitting with yourself. Meditation and contemplation. Like I said, they're a little different, but you need to do both. And meditate is important, but also too, I think right now, when it comes to this thing that you're letting yourself fall into these cycles on and letting go of, you need to contemplate that more. Okay, really letting go. Yeah, you need to let go of some things, some people, something that's holding you back, some mindsets that's really getting you like tangled up. You need to let go of these things so that you can swim more freely in your life, right? The contemplation's going to help you let go. When you do all this inner work and you're really paying attention to what you need to do and what your strengths are and what you want to focus on, it's really going to help you. It's going to help you let go of the negative stuff that's holding you back. Yeah, but you have been letting things, kind of tie you down. This also might be a good time to clean and clear some things. Will really help you. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Ooh, Air 3 Raven. Oh, so pretty. Oh. Okay, Air 3, so that would what, be the 3 of Swords. I'm not getting 3 of Swords feeling from this. Okay, I'm just going to go off what I'm getting from this image right now. Okay, you do have this connection. You are really imaginative, dreamy. Okay, the insight is coming in. Definitely pay attention to your dreams. There may have been some past heartache on something that you felt had died. You felt, and there's something around communication. Something's hard to communicate. But you're connected to this vastness. You're connected to this dreamy, beautiful. Like you can communicate. There's like there is something with communication here. There's positive communication, but then there's something that's hard to communicate, or something that gets, yeah, something that gets. You see that? Losing the words. So pay attention to that. Ah, Earth 5 Rabbit. We had this in a past reading. Wanted to grab it upside down. Again, it came out upside down in the last reading from my memory. In one of the last readings, anyway. Coming out of this, feeling cast out. Okay, so yeah, there was this moment when your creative endeavors felt like they weren't being, or whatever it is that you're dealing with, felt like it wasn't being accepted, or that you felt it wasn't really being supported by those around you, the universe. It kind of felt like you were in this place of Koi. 4 of Water, 4 of Cups. Okay, usually what the 4 of Cups represents, but what I'm getting here, wow, these are coins. Huh. I'm feeling like there's some wealth coming in. I'm feeling there's abundance coming in. It was wrapped around like not getting the abundance that you felt should have been coming to you from what you were doing, the stuff that you were putting out there. You were very fertile, but you didn't feel like it was really bringing in what it needed to. But I feel like it will, and also too with the way you're looking at energy, you weren't noticing how it was. There was abundance coming in from a different area that you weren't noticing, but it was still around you, and it still is around you. You just need to notice it. Um, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you do have some blocks around getting, I don't want to say validated, but there is something about not being heard, not being seen, not being your hard work not really paying through the way you feel like it should. But you're also not looking at it in the right way for now. And you do need more focus, and you need more attention going to what you're doing to make it really flourish. But know this, you are the Empress. You can make it happen. It's definitely within you. That's very strong. You just need to contemplate what you need to do. Sit down with yourself and really communicate to the divine, listen for answers, and really take this communication with the divine seriously, because you will get answers on how to move forward that will really help you with your blockages.